Hey guys, Maris here with Code at Home. Today I have a fun topic for you. It's basically how to convert any website or application into a Mac native application. So basically, if you go to the dock, you can click an icon here and then it's going to load up that website. Instead of go to the browser and type the URL, you can just load from a native application as would do in your iPhone and iPad. So to do that, we have a few options. So the application that I want to convert is this application here that I created a few years back called Notes. The URL is here. I'm going to basically go to the options that we have right here. The first option that we can do this kind of things is Fluid. And Fluid has been in the game for a long time. I have used this 5 years back or 6 years back. So there's a free version and a paid version. You can download the free version here. The paid version is going to give a little bit more features to you, although I never felt compelling to get the paid version just because what you get. This is Todd, the developer. You can actually put your application in the status bar here at the top, or you can actually customize the scripts. I assume that the look and feel of the application. Then when you load again, it's going to save that for you, and you can also view the application as a full screen application. So if you're using Fluid, you cannot get any full application unless you paid for it. And you can use PayPal to pay for it if you want to. So for me, basically what I'm going to do is going to be my download here, click the zip file, Fluid is right here, I can double click, then I say open, then it's going to give me this window here that I have URL, the name for the application, you can customize here, just say notes. I'm going to put the URL that I just copied from the website here. Just copy again, come to Fluid, put the URL there. Then here is the icon. You can actually customize, put a custom icon here, and I suggest you do that just because the quality is going to be much better. Sometimes some websites already have new icons that are going to be good, but if you want to, you can customize here and alter. I'll just keep the default one, get from the favorite icon. I'm gonna hit create. Then that's it. I'll review in Finder. You can select the application is here on my desktop. Did not get the favorite icon. Sometimes they just don't get it, and might be how this favorite icon is set up in this application. I tried other website and just got the icon right away. So I'm just going to double click, and there we go. That's my application. This is my first note that I wrote there. I can log out if I wanted to, sign out. You can start creating other notes here too. So the only thing that this thing does is basically create notes in Markdown. Markdown is a format to write HTML without writing HTML. We can talk about that in another video. But that's what Notes does. It just create a bunch of notes here that I can access quickly later on. So there are a few things that you can help here: listing, bold, italic, a heading. You can take a look on that. Basically, it works. So it works for me. So I'm going to close that. That's the option that I have number one, Fluid. That's Fluid app. And then I have another one that's more recent. I think it's called Unite 3. I'm going to download that one too. I'm clicking on the zip file, and then there you go. Unite's here. I'll double click. I'll say OK, open. Then I'm going to get it. The application. If you wanted to unlock, actually it's just a trial, so it's not free like Fluid. Keep that in mind. And then if you want to, you can say continue trial. I'll say notes, unite, actually just notes, and then I put the same URL that I had before. Where do you want to get the icon from your Mac or from the web? Let's say from the web. And Unite actually did a better job than Fluid to get the icon. The icon's right there. It's the same icon that I use in the website here. Then I'm going to say I can create as a status bar, so that means that it's going to run from here. I don't want that now. Compact app, what's a compact app? Yes. The compact apps allow you to create a phone-like experience that fit naturally alongside workspaces. I might want to try that later, but I don't need that right now. So let's just create the application as is. So create Unite application. And take a little bit of time, and there you go. I can create a new one or launch. Let's launch the application. And what it did, oh interesting, because I named it notes, it's actually have a conflict with notes for Mac. That's interesting. Okay, so if I open here, I go to applications, let's say notes, Now I have two Note applications, so let me just change this to Notes Unite. Double click. And by the way, it saves in our application folder by default. That's something that I did not realize at the beginning, but it's there. So here's the application. I can log in, and then put my password, enter, and there we go. I have my first app. It does have this white bar on the top that I did not have in the food version. So if you go to the other version here and click double click open, you actually add a default bar from Mac application instead of this white bar at the top here. Not a big deal, but keep that in mind. So I'll close both of these applications. So the last option that you have to do this is this application is a terminal application. It's more for the developer. You're going to enjoy this one. It's create an Electron application for any website or web application. You can customize a little bit better as a developer. So I'm just going to do the basic here. I'm going to go to the installation guide. I'm going to copy the command to install. I'm going to open my terminal window, new terminal here. I'm going to write that. It's npm install -g. -g is the global Nativefier. And what it's going to do is going to install that and just say Nativefier, and it's going to be there. I had a problem with my path in my computer. Basically, it could not find at the beginning. I'm going to put a link that if you run into that issue, there is a case on GitHub how to fix it. So you can take a look here. I just put that in the description for this video. So I'll say Nativefier, HTTP. Actually, let me write the URL. Oh, sorry, Nativefier. Then let me copy the URL of the application again. Go back here. There you go. Enter. And converting the icons, prepare Electron app, packaging. It might take a little bit more time here. There you go. And then what is actually did put here, open the location, and then I say notes. There you go, it's right here, the notes. Let me put on my desktop so I put everything together. Where is desktop? There you go, desktop. I go there. And then when I enter here, it's right here, notes by Engage Skype. He created this icon for GitHub. I think there is a way to customize that. I'll take a look in a second. And there you go, the application is there as an Electron app. Engage screen. Then I put my password. Let's just verify that everything's working. Yes, everything's working. Works just great. Alright, that's another option that you have as well. And then you can just copy this over to like your applications folder and then have that there. You can also put in the dock here. It's going to create an icon for you. Just remove. There you go. Have these options. Alright, so let me take a look in the icon as a last thing to do. Let me see here. Nativefier, then icon. So I have an icon, log icon repository, API, Nativefier help. Let me go to Nativefier help. Actually, let me do this. Let me go to my desktop. So I actually do from here, and then I'm going to do Nativefier help, and then let's see, icon, set an icon. Let's see if I have an option here. Disable, single, global, background color. There's a bunch of options that you can explore here as a developer. It's pretty neat. -the icon. There you go. The icon file to use should be a PNG on Mac or ICNS format here. So you can basically set up, say, -icon, -e or --icon, and then put a value of a PNG file that you want to use as the icon for the application. So you can customize that. There is another way that you can customize too. It's basically coming here to the application and then going to the right click, and then doing get info. And in the information panel here, you can click this icon and then replace with another one. Let's see if I can do that real quick. Yeah, I'll just open this guy. I'll do Command C. I'm going to go back to the application here, open that window again, click again, Command V, and there we go. We changed the icon to the other icon. Okay, you can just do that way too. It might be simpler. Alright, and then that's it. That are the options that I have for you. There is other options too that you can convert a web application to a native mobile application like Android or an iOS. So I found this website called gonative.io. It's a paid solution, but you can basically create that's your applications as a web page and then convert to a mobile application and submit to the app stores. And then it says here that has like 100% guarantee that they'll be approved by Apple or Google. So I haven't tried, but it's a good option to have too if you're looking to develop something more native to a phone, and then use web technologies. So I think that's it for today. Like, let me know what you guys think about it. If you guys know other options too, we can discuss that here. And that's it. See you next time, guys.